Hey everybody, I'm here with Megan, my friend from All the Dog Things YouTube channel and a local dog trainer that I assist with puppy classes. So today we're going to do a bit of an enrichment swap. Both of us are pretty active with using enrichment with our dogs, and also I've been trying to do it a little more with my rats. So I don't know, Megan, if you want to talk a little bit about enrichment and kind of what it is and what our plan is?
Yeah, so enrichment is basically anything that provides the animal with some sort of ability to express normal behaviors, gives them something to do, keep them occupied, have a little bit of fun. Oftentimes we use a lot of foraging things, such as licky mats, snuffle mats, and puzzle toys. Some of the stuff we use for dogs can be things like treat puzzles, like this Kong ball or the Kong wobbler toy. There's also like buster cubes or snuffle mats, and really sky's the limit. You can come up with all sorts of things that you can make at home, DIY type of things, but there's a little bit of a difference when you're talking about, larger species such as zoo animals, medium like household species like dogs and cats, or like rodents like Leanne's rats. So what we're going to do is take some of the dog items that we would use for dog enrichment and modify them for rats, and then also do rat enrichment and modify them for dogs.
So for this video, we're going to be, as Megan said, using dog enrichment for rats. So we have a list of different dog enrichment items, and we are going to let one of the rats choose which enrichment item they want to try, which, they won't know what they're choosing, but we're going to let them kind of decide, and whatever item gets picked, then the challenge will be for me to find a way to adapt it to be used for the rats, and then we'll kind of see how they react to it. And then we'll do vice versa on Megan's channel for the dogs. So the dogs are going to get to pick an enrichment item that I use for the rats, and it'll be adapted for the dogs. And so we'll see how it goes. All right, we've got Tribble here, and I've put his favorite treat, which is dried mealworms, on a piece of paper that has a bunch of the different enrichment types on it. And so whichever one he eats first, he is very excited to go, will be the thing that we choose. What do you want, Bibs?
I want the microphone.
Oh, we have a taker. What is it? What'd you pick? He picked a Buster Cube. Okay, so Tribble picked out a Buster Cube for the rats. So Megan, can you talk a little bit about what a Buster Cube is and how that works?
Yeah, a Buster Cube is basically a hard plastic cube with a little hole in it, kind of similar to this treat ball, but a cube, and it just has one hole that you fill with food, and as the dog pushes it around, it dispenses treats. So the challenge for you is going to be how to come up with a Buster type cube that is rat sized.
Rat size and rat safe. So that'll be a fun challenge. So I'll have to be working on that, and we'll see how it goes. Don't forget to check out Megan's channel. The link will be down in the description below, and we'll check in with how our final projects turn out. Okay, so I'm at Michael's right now. I'm gonna go in and see if I can't find something for the rats for the enrichment challenge. Something kind of small, square, really light, so they can push it around. Maybe like a cardboard ring box, or like a small wood or plastic hollow box that I could put a hole in. We'll see. Did not plan my day well. I was out doing some dog training stuff. It is 6:30, they close at 7, so I want to be out of there in like 15 minutes. So I'm just going to do like a quick run through the store and see if I can see anything. And if not, I'll have to come back another day, or I'm thinking I want to try some dollar stores as well. So we'll see if we can find. See, something like this would be perfect if it was just a little smaller and maybe a little square. But I think something like this would work pretty well. I just have to find a way to keep the lid closed and put a good hole in it. This could work too. A little more square. It's plastic, so it would be more durable than cardboard. It's a little big, but I think it's light enough that they could move it. I'm gonna hold it. So I got out in 14 minutes exactly. So 15 minutes, 16 minutes before closing. So I felt a little bit less like an asshole. I feel a little bit like an asshole talking to my phone in the middle of the parking lot. People are looking at me, but it's fine. I just wanted to show you what I got. I did end up finding a different little plastic container other than the other ones I picked up, just because I didn't need 3. This was 1, only 99 cents. It is circular instead of square, but we'll see. It's only 99 cents, so if I change my mind, not the end of the world. And then I got this, which is just a little wooden block. This is a little bit more in line with what I was thinking, but the only problem is it is solid. I don't know, it's a start. Who knows, maybe I won't use either of them. I just wanted to kind of give it a shot, see what I could find. Granted, that was just a 15-minute, like, frantic run through every aisle of Michael's and see what I come up with, but it's a start. Okay, so after a bit of workshopping, I have got both of my prototypes here and ready to try out. So this one is the one I just drilled 4 holes in the side, and I put just some small bits of food, some seeds, some nuts, just things that for the most part should be able to fit through these holes. I'm going to put it in there on the side in hopes, that they roll it around and that kind of thing happens where food falls out. This one, wood block, was a little trickier because I do not have the proper kind of tools to really hollow it out. So what I did is I just drilled holes all over it on multiple sides. This side is kind of covered in holes. You can kind of see them through there. And then I wrapped it in twine. So these holes kind of connect to the holes on top, and then so they can get them out that way, or they can kind of, the more they manipulate the cube, the more the twine's gonna move around, I'm hoping. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna put them both in there. They're all out playing right now, and I'm gonna see how they do. So Tribble's thinking about it. He's kind of pushing it around, seeing what he can get at. I may have tied these ones too tight. I think I made it a little hard for him. He's definitely getting them out of the plastic one. So I'm going to say that both of these are pretty successful. They haven't gotten a ton of attention from the group, but they tend to distract each other, and my play area has kind of got a lot going on. So there's lots of other enrichment, so they kind of get, they might spend a couple seconds with it and then move on to something else. So, but I think they're enjoying it. So I think for this one, I'm going to put it in the cage because it's just wooden twine. So it's stuff they can chew on. They can enjoy this one in their cage, and then this one I'll just leave out in the play area for them to kind of come and go as they like. But I think of the two, this one is probably closer to the Buster Cube, but I think both of them kind of serve the similar purpose. And either way is a lot of fun. I liked doing this because it kind of forced me to be creative. You know, I do a lot of enrichment stuff with them, but I kind of just do similar things and similar things that I see other rat people do. So it was nice to kind of come at it from a dog-based perspective and see where that took me. Thanks again to Megan for joining me today. You can find her at All the Dog Things on both Facebook and YouTube. And be sure to check out her YouTube channel for the reverse version of this video, where she takes some rat enrichment and modifies it for dogs.